Hello. Greetings to all my friends, and so excited to be sharing the Awakening to Miracles program. 44 days of awakening, 44 days of remembering who you are, 44 days of feeling the dancing masters of miracles as they really share with us their love, their heart, their celebration. This morning I saw a GIF and I kept thinking, how can I make them with the cards? How can I show you how these messengers are dancing for all of us? So guys, this is the last series, the last episode of the 44 days, the 44 cards. And what we've been doing is really diving deep. It's a training session where we've been diving deep into how to use these oracle cards and how to receive the messages from them. And so these 44 cards are all paintings from the sanctuary and that have been brought forward over the last 3 or 4 years as I began to receive these messages. Paint us and we will come. Paint us and we will come. Who will come? Those beings will come that have messages to share for me, saving my life, saving your life, helping to lift into miracles. And that's why this past fall, they said, Joan, it's time to put your images onto the cards. These are all original art by Joan of Angels, and that's what I call the woman who really paints when the messages come through. Each of you has this ability. And when we did these cards, they said to us that it was time for me to bring this work out. Like, it's one thing to live among beautiful angels. It's another to share this work with the world so that people can see the healing angels and receive messages. And so that's what we're doing with these beautiful 44 oracle cards. You can get them at awakeningtomiracles2018.com. I have the website up there. You can also get a hold of all those videos that I've done of these 44 trainings. Now, I want everyone to align with me because this is the official last training. And I really want to take you through the journey with the cards so you understand that these are true miracle messages. They were brought forward from the masters of miracles themselves. They're not meant to demean you. They're not meant to if you turn them upside down, if you pull the cards and they're upside down, that says, look, beloved, we're going to work extra special hard with you. Let's break through anything. When I started working with miracles in 1998 with my children, when we formed the Miracle Makers Club, of course, I don't have the book to show you, but when we formed that club, we asked in all humbleness, and this is the product of, I guess, almost 20 years, if I do my math correctly, of working with the Miracle Masters. And so, yes, they hopped on the cards, and then lo and behold, they said, we have to do these trainings so you can feel the work, know the work, and experience it. So, getting started, well, first thing they want to do is they want to share this beautiful painting, which happens to be the last card in the deck. And of course, I got so excited, I already shuffled it into the deck. Okay. All right. But let's talk about this painting for a minute, because this painting is the Golden Temple. All of the miracle messages, all of my work is really an Oracle Ascension training. We get you to the doorway. We get you to right here. All right. That's awesome. All right, that's the work that's happening here in this sanctuary. And so this journey of the miracle messages began. I had it all laid out and I got so excited I shuffled them back in. The journey began with card 1 was Mother Mary, and her biggest message was, look guys, do not even come on this journey unless you're prepared to take care of yourself. Self-care, self-nurturing. And she said, if you don't take care of yourself, here it is. If you don't take care of yourself, you'll launch your dreams, but smack in the middle, you're going to fall on your face. So these 44 cards tell a whole oracle journey story, and they just have been released. And actually, these are still the prototypes. The real deck is being released February 15th. You can join the pre-sale campaign if you want to, but the cards themselves tell a story. So we begin with Mother Mary. Why? Because she sees what we label our faults, and she loves us anyway. Okay, now the Spirit doesn't label anything as faults, by the way. It's only our human mind that says, oh my God, here is perfection, and I'm less than perfection, and therefore I can't get to the heavenly gates. Well, I just want you to know that's wrong, wrong, wrong. Spirit does not think like that. Spirit says, how can we open you up to understand how we see you so beautifully? And so we took you through the journey over the last few weeks of how to have this self-care. And how do I know this? Everything I teach, I had to learn firsthand. You know, like I'll start a launch, and if I'm not aligned, Facebook cuts me off. All right, honestly, or something else happens, my computer crashes. So alignment, always check that we're aligned. So that's how we began the beginning of the deck. All together, we are in a 3D universe. We need to learn how to bring this together. And then I took you into my meditations, and I showed you how I begin the channelings and how I send my roots down to the center of the earth, and my antennas or my wands, and how I use them to run this energy through very powerfully, aligning myself and stretching, so that in a sense we become one, we become etheric, we become angel, we become aligned. And in that work, what happens is we stretch, we see all the angelics, the celestials can mold and blend with us because we've raised our frequency that high. We have become who we seek to be. And so I taught you all of that. If you go back and listen to that, you will see that I shared all of these processes, and then I would say, I didn't even know I do that. Oh my gosh. And then I said, I taught a process, if you can remember, it was called Celestial Floss. Mark my words, you never heard about Celestial Floss until we did it. Celestial Floss, where we actually use our celestial floss to clear our energy from the heavens down through the earth, and we turn it up like this, and then we go like this so we can hear, so we've expanded everything. And you know what? We can clear the haze out from our eyes too. So we took you on that journey on how to improve our ability to listen. And then we spent a lot of time talking about the 2018 portal, the doorway, the entranceway. I gotta set these right. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Do I have to rehearse how to hold my things up? There we go. All right. 2018, portals, master portals, the 11, going through them. This work is all about, as I said, going through portals. And look at the temple behind me. What is that? And how do we get to a place like that? All right. How do we get to the heavenly gates? Well, we start to work by raising our vibration. And so over the last few weeks, we did a lot of vibrational work where we raised this energetic frequency. We cleared, we let go of what didn't serve us. And then we went through cards like the Angel of Healing and Restoration, which took us to the temples, the Angel Rehabilitation Center, which I think is pretty groovy, the Angel Rehab Center. We went through that center, took you through there, and what did we do there? We took off lifetimes of shame, lifetimes of grime, lifetimes of it's not safe to be an angel. It's not safe to be a healer. It's not safe to be one who communicates with spirit. And actually, it's not safe. So it's not safe to come out. So, which has been part of the theme also on this planet. So what do? We go into the angel healing rehab centers where we clear off all of that grime, and we can literally start to fluff our wings, and we can experience the feeling of those angelic beings pulling out our wings one feather at a time, oiling it with celestial oils and fragrances as we start to imbuing celestial fluids of life, elixirs that are designed to bring restoration all the way down to our baby tippy toes. So yes, guys, here in the Desert Heart Sanctuary, where I paint these divine beings, they're sharing that it's time for us to play so that we can come out and really learn how to use this work. So they gave me a song this morning, right before I began this. And as I said, this is the very last day of the card 44, Awakening to Miracles. So go to the website so you can find out more. But they gave me this song, and I'm going to play it right now. Oh, come with us. Oop. On an angel journey. They will lead you by your hand. They will take you to the heavenly land. Come with us on an angel journey, and you will know more than you will ever understand. For the doors are open now for you, beloved. Just ask, say yes, know that Spirit has your back, and then you will get home at last. Come celebrate through the angel portals, the celestial temples. Find the doors that have your name, that call you to play within the angel realms. We, beloved, love you so. We welcome you home. Wow. Well, that just came through this morning, because it's like, well, what is it you want them to know? And so with 44, well, 44 is double solid foundation mastery. It's spiritual and material success. It's like, what is it that makes my heart go boom, 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 with just joy? And so this golden temple, this card, what is this message? Your prayers have been answered. The doors are open. So as we go through these portals, this painting came to me 2 years ago on New Year's Eve. I began it because I was very committed. Like, how do I find my way to heaven? You know, what's the way to just get there, if there was a way to get there? Don't ask me why I'm so obsessed. It's just that I am, and that's my instructions. You know, it's like, okay, paint it so everyone else can find their way. So I painted this on New Year's, and see how cute it is? All this water came in, and crystal little city there, and it was getting better and better. And then 2 months later, I went to Tucson, Arizona. I was invited to a 2 weeks of retreat, which was just simply wonderful. And we did a lot of vision work, a lot of shamanic healing. And I worked with a beautiful, beloved woman friend. And I was guiding her through how to fluff up your wings, this work that I teach people, like how to really step in, like whether you're going for a job interview or an audition or a date or just out in the world, this concept of really remembering the authenticity of who we are. And I was teaching her this, and I took her through a guided meditation where I took her to the Angel Rehab Center, Rejuvenation Center, and we filled her body with this concept of rebirth, okay? And at some point she left because she was like a Wonder Woman. So she went to go fluff her wings and spread her gifts. You know, it was like, oh my God, she remembered who she was, because she is and was a rainbow warrior child. Many gifts. So remember, part of this training has been about our gifts. So she leaves, and I kind of go back into this breath work and this journey work, and and the next thing I know, I open my eyes. It must have been my inner eyes, and I was in the temple. Now, I've talked about it a little bit before, but I really want to share with you that it was probably the most profound experience of my life. And it was like, oh my God, this temple is real. You know, I'm in my sanctuary painting places and things I've never physically been to. And so here I am in this vision, and it's all real. And this angel says to me, and I'm at the doorway. I'm not in it yet. I'm at the doorway. And beautiful angel says, beloved Joan, we are so grateful that you have been bringing your children to us, your daughters, your sons, your grandchildren. You're awakening them. And we're so grateful that you've been bringing them to the doorway, that we are going to allow you in. Now, I can't even tell you the chills that come through just to share this with you. So they opened the door, and there were these two huge, giant angels, huge, 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 beyond anything I've ever seen before. And notice I don't have them gold in here, but these were golden. And these two angels took me by the hand, and they brought me in. And then and here I get really excited. Okay, I'm in the heavenly realms, right? I'm in the secret world. Show me more, show me more, show me more. Well, so just so you know, I didn't really get to go too much further, which was fine with me, because they turned me around at the doorway. So the gate was no longer shut. I was inside the doorway, and they were on either side of me like that. And they said, now we're calling your children. That's your job, Joan, now. Help us. We call the children to come here. And so from stepping through these portals, okay, from remembering this, to hear the voice of my intuition and my guides, and to know that my job is to teach you, and to come out and say, oh yes, Joan of Angels. Well, like it's so no, or it's like an ordinary thing to go out in the world. Oh yes, I'm Joan of Angels. Once I was with my daughter a year ago, and we were shopping, and I forgot that she's sort of, this is a little bit hard for her. And she said to me, and I introduced myself with my art. I said, well, my name is Joan of Angels. I really should have said Dr. Joan Hangarter. My daughter turned purple, plum colored, and we get outside, and it's like, Mom, why did you do that? It's okay if they know you, but they don't even know you. So my job has been to come to terms with who I am. So in the most humbling of ways, to know who you are is part of what this work is about. This work is about reminding you that you have the ability to manifest your destiny, and you have unique skills that are all about you. They're not about me. They're not about your neighbor. They are about you. And the ways to nurture yourself, to fluff your wings. Why? So that you can share your best gifts with the world here. Why? Because it's not about us anymore. It's about when we do our work, when we get to the next level, when we anchor it in, we get to be turned around by those angels, and they go, okay, do your little magic now with the ones behind you waiting, because how else are we going to spread this light energy? How else are we going to raise this frequency on the planet and manifest miracles in and out and whatever it is we do? Now, if you are listening to this program, this card, Awakening to Miracles, this is the series. This is card 44, Golden Temple. Your prayers have been answered. The doors are open. Okay, the doors have opened. So let it be known that on this day, as you have been listening into this training program, you are having your prayers answered, your questions answered. That which you seek will be made manifest, and it is hereby declared that the doors are open. How do I know that? Because I'm at the doorway, because they put me there, because I said yes. I said yes because my heart started to beat, and I knew that the miracles would manifest or fast. Like, I just knew it. And what's the result? The result is that they're dancing on these miracle messages cards for you. Ask and ye shall receive. But know that to be one of the chosen ones, you must choose. You must say yes. Yes, okay, it's not about Joan. Sure, Joan of Angels. I'll introduce myself as Joan of Angels if that's what it takes. Well, of course, they didn't tell me that it would take years and years and years to be able to say that without wanting to run and hide inside my clothes and just go, oh no, I didn't say that, did I really? And I know you know what I'm talking about. So, beloved ones, we're going to hear today, I'm going to pull some cards for you direct from these Masters of Miracles to see what messages they have for us as a collective. Because to invite you into our sanctuary is such an intimate experience. When I show you some of the artwork, you're seeing things that very few people on the planet have actually seen. And if it resonates with you, you let us know, and we'll take you on tours of the sanctuary so that you will know your guardian angel is always with you, and maybe perhaps wants to go home with you too. They certainly are ready to be seen. All right. So knowing that everyone is at their own level of mastery, but that collectively, we are forming a miracle activation grid that will shift the frequency, not only in our own personal realm, but as we connect and align up with each of you. And I invite you to continue to join me. Sign up at awakeningtomiracles2018.com so you can find out what's going to happen after the 45th day of the program and how you can be part of a miracle mastery group that will literally blow our socks off. I say ours because a mastery group is an hour kind of thing. We raise our frequency high, 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 and we take the ones at the low and we keep raising you up. So we go higher, higher, higher. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, divine contact. Well, do I love this card or not? In fact, I could show you with grace and ease the painting. There it is. Ha! Do you see that? Isn't that crazy? Okay, that, my friends, is one of my favorite paintings on the planet. And a dear friend told me once that it was going to be in a museum one day as an example of the new spirituality, the new religion that's taking hold from 2000 and above, beyond on the planet. Light beings are with us now. When we pulled this card, guys, tune in. Can you feel their presence with us? Whew, light beings right now. Now, so look at that painting again, because it's a teaching tool. All of this art is teaching tools. Imagine that you're standing in the center where all that light is pouring down on you, okay? Divine guidance is coming through now. I hope you do get the cards, and I hope you sign up at that website so that you can really go through this training, because I think you're going to find it really helpful. So your prayers have been answered, guys. Those of you who have the privilege, and it is a privilege to be awakened. It's a privilege to be able to work with this kind of program and these kinds of ascension mastery trainings. Okay, card number 2. And sometimes they tell me to put the cards on my heart or on my forehead. Sometimes they sit on my altar, right under my crystals, being charged. And I always recommend, did you hear what I'm doing? You know, tapping them on something, that's a really good way to clear their energy. Also, clearing their energy, it's funny we're doing it on the last training, would be to go through them and turn them all in the right direction. No right and wrong, but then they're in harmony. And that's a really good process. And the full moon is, you know, you do that on the full moon. That restores your cards. All right. And yes, it's all the original art here in different shapes and forms or different parts. And the art has come in several sections. I began by channeling the Earth Messengers. And then now these cards are coming through the Masters of Miracles, the ones who teach us to go beyond that. So the card's upside down. Okay, good. Divine Heart of Compassion. This is another Mother Mary card. Be kind to yourself. You are perfect exactly as you are. So what's the one thing that gets in the way of our spiritual mastery this day? Judgments. Judgments. You're too this, you're too this, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, I'm too corny, I'm too shy, I'm too this, I'm too tall, I'm too weak, I want to fall. Okay, release all of them because they're only words, and words only have definitions, and I've stopped using words. I have found that certain words are limiting to me, and now I just want to be unlimited. So divine heart of unlimited exponential compassion, okay? Divine, like, who's going to love you more than you love yourself, okay? And if you go, I'm so good to everyone else out there, and it's just I don't have time for me, just know that the level of frequency of what you're doing to everyone else out there is tainted. They're getting cords from you stuck in there, that victim cord and those ties. So again, we say, be kind to yourself. You are perfect as you are. And actually, this card is also in the middle of the deck. So remember Mother Mary, who loves us so much in the beginning. But again, we have to remind us. Why? Well, they did tell me very clearly that when you go here, all right, if you have heavy suitcase filled with guilt, shame, blame, and all of that, you don't even make it this far, okay? Like, you don't even get there. You don't even leave the planet. So let your heavy suitcase go if you want to go with the heavenly flow. Got to wrap it out, guys. All right. Messages from the miracle messengers. So it's interesting because I'm sitting in front of the temple, like in that vision, and two angels on either side calling you. Are you ready? Do you hear the angels calling you? Do you know that they have your name? That you set a time and an activation code for when you would awaken? You did. All right. Your time is now. And they told me this. They said, Joan, once you show people how to really fluff their wings, and I mean really fluff their wings, okay? Once you take them out like that, and they go boom, it's impossible to fold them back up and to hide them away. That's the good news. What does that mean? That means you're going to be coming out as who you are. Well, you don't have to tell them you're Joan of Angels because that name's taken. And you don't even have to tell them you're an angel, but they'll feel it within you. Oh, yes, they will. So what's the third card? And I find it so interesting the way the cards are going. The beloved one. This is the card of Yeshua, the beloved one. He says, walk with me. I'm always by your side. You're not alone on this journey. So no matter what trials, tribulations, challenges, or obstacles, and trust me, if you've gotten to this moment of time, you've probably had many. You're not the only one. Those trials and tribulations are designed by you before you get here to strengthen you, to really teach you how to master the lessons so that you don't have to come back here and do it again. All right? So walk with me, I'm by your side. Healing, compassion, and love within you reside. Share your heart. So this painting is in one of my other rooms, and they did show me that I thought that the 45th was going to be the last one. The 44th was going to be the last one of the series, but they just showed me that we will be doing a 45th, and the 45th will be taking you on a tour of the art, the original art that happens to be in these cards, okay, and giving you a little bit of more depth, and that'll wrap it up. All right, any other messages? So, very interesting messages this morning, starting with where did we start? With the divine contact. The light beings are here with us, giving us messages and guidance. And that we need to be kind to ourselves. God, how many of us are too kind? Can we ever be too kind to ourselves? All right. What does kindness mean? It means taking a deep breath, having a cup of tea, saying nice things, and leaving the luggage behind. Then we had the beloved one who says, I'm with you guys. I got you covered. All right, but let's have another outcome card. An outcome card. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, see that painting, Heaven's Path? Where is she? That way. There it is. I love it when they show up and the art's right around me. It makes it really easy. Your way is clear, guys. Time to move forward. Follow the signs. So what does that say? Ain't no obstacles that can get in your way that can keep you from going on this angel way. Understand that on this very special day, the light is here. It will always clear your way. Sometimes the bowls can really change energy. And the last thing I want to say is that these cards are in my sanctuary, and that's where I recommend they sit on your altar. You can use these images whenever you want for healing, for heart, for compassion. I also do these very special miracle activation sessions, which actually help trigger, launch, activate, awaken, and move you forward in a giant whoosh leap. I love those sessions because I also get tremendous clarity. I just love going and aligning and bringing that work to you. The cards are at Awakening to Miracles 2018. You can message me if you want more information about any of the things we talk about. We're very, very excited to share the work. And if there's anything else I want to say, let's see. Oh yeah, let's come out of hiding, guys. You know, if you're an undercover angel or an angel in training, it is our time now. I'm not the only one out there going, it's safe. So there you have it. Many blessings from the Masters of Miracles. They're encouraging you in your journey. They love you. They're just excited to be seen by you and play and dance for you. And more important, they're excited that you're listening to their messages. So many blessings from our sanctuary to you. Much love from Joan of Angels.